So, a blessed day, Pulinyan. So, today we will be having your library orientation. So, this is for high school and senior high school. So, this is the hybrid and online learning edition for the school year 2022-2023. So, next slide, please. Let's start our library orientation. We envision Polinian student, so you as effective lifelong learners who are able to access information resources as the root of information literacy, and we provides comprehensive resources and services in aid of the research, teaching, and learning needs of the school, and to instill your lifelong learning habit through the use of library and our resources. So first, let me introduce myself. I am Arnold Glenn C. Assis. I am your school librarian for the past 2 years na. Ano? So you can call me Sir Glenn or Sir Arnold. So whatever you prefer. And we have also our library clerk, Mr. Eric Michael S. Tornuas. So this is your library staff. So I think some of you are familiar with me, some of you are familiar with Sir Michael. So you can approach us anytime whether you have inquiries or question regarding sa library. So, okay. So let's proceed with the area of the library. So it is important for you to know uh, where our location is. So ayun no. So for you to find us easily, whether you need information. So we are at the second floor of Barb Fakult Building. So it is the same building with the guidance center and the director's office. We are just at the second floor of it. And then once you enter the library, uh, first you will going to see is the circulation and the information desk. So this is the area where the borrowing and returning is happening. So this is the most busy area in the library since all the inquiries, all your questions, all even the telephone calls and emails are happening here. So I am almost uh, here always, ano? So you can find me here at the center of the library. So next, let's have the glimpse of the sections of the library. So this is library per area. First, we have the grade school library. So it is dedicated, of course, for the grade school, kindergarten to grade 6. So as you can see in the picture, it is more colorful, more engaging. So you can, as you can see, they have here the board games that they can play during their free time or their library time to compete with their classmates or friends. But at the same time, while learning, they also having uh, fun. So you can also use these board games even uh, if you are in the high school or senior high school. Just let me know. Just go to library. So as you can see, there are more activities that we can do here in the library. So next area is, of course, is the high school library. So you can have here your study or have at least some activities or collaboration with your classmates, and of course you can have your meeting also here but in silent mode. So ayun lang yung kaibahan when you are in the library. And the next one is the senior high school library. So this is located at MMK building. So this is separated. The first two library is located at the Barb Fakult building at second floor, while the senior high school library is located at the third floor of MMK building of our building. So later on this orientation, I will uh, we will see what are the uh, areas that or the section that we can see each libraries. So next slide po. And also we have the AVR, or the Audiovisual Center. So we have the AVR at the FLC, or Father Louis Chauvet building. So we can have some activities here, like puppet show, like storytelling, and also we can play here for example, a movie marathon if we have a activity such like that. And then the next one is the OLC AVR. So this is the audiovisual center, which where the more formal sides of meeting and activities and even seminars is happening. So this is a theater-like room that can occupy or can accommodate a maximum of 100 person at the time. And then the next one is the library schedule. Of course, this is very important. So take note of this, that we are open Monday to Friday, every 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So as you can see, we are also available at lunchtime. So you can go here whether you have free time, but it always depends on the permission of your advisor if you are allowed to. So andun pa rin tayo sa restriction na we cannot go to per area to another. So we will see when we can freely go around again in our school, but at least you know uh, at least you know that we are open Monday to Friday every 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you can always go here naman, basta open po kami. So ayun. Next slide is we have the physicality of the libraries. The physical library, you will see each library have the OPAC. So the online public access catalog. So this is like a Google of our library. So this is a powerful machine that you can search, or you can use for you to know what the library can offer. So everything that you can see or available in the library, you can search here in the OPAC. So it will indicate whether it is available or whether it is borrowed na by others, or where is it is located, the material that you needed. So that is the use of the OPAC. But we will be having a separate orientation with OPAC and together with other databases. So I think by October, we will start now with those orientation. So for now, this is just a glimpse of what you can see or what the library can offer to you. And then next one is the library monitoring attendance. So it is important for us to uh, monitor the clients that we are having daily. So of course, it is important for us to have stats in the library, and of course, it is also for your safety purposes na rin for us to monitor your attendance. And then also we have the library bulletin. Aside from Hill Bulletin, so we are still posting a physical bulletin here in the library. So if you want to know some updates or some trivias in as general information, so you can at least check the library bulletin that we have here in the library. And then next po tayo is the library section. So each library also have a different section. So each library have general circulation, or where the nonfiction is located. So it is a more on books that is based on facts, not on the imagination, or not just invented. So it is more of a books that you can use on your study that helps you uh, to become a better learner or better student. So uh, this what is the general circulation can offer. And then the next one is the fiction. So fiction naman is these are the materials or the books that where the magic, the dragons, the you know mythical creature exists. So ito yung mga just like Iron Man, the futuristic things that we are seeing. So it is exists on the fiction. So we have here in the library, each library have a fiction section. Then we have also the Filipiniana section. So why we call it Filipiniana? Because because Filipiniana section have a three criteria. So those books that are included in the Filipiniana section are uh, published by Filipino author. So that's number one. It is published by Filipino author or written by Filipino author. And then the next one is it is about the Philippines. So those books that are in the Filipiniana section are about the Philippines. And then the last one, the last criteria is it is published in the Philippines. So all the books that you can see in the Filipiniana section are again published by Filipino author, and then a book that is about Philippines, and then books that is published in the Philippines. So uh, for us to to filter our collection, for us to easily find what are the materials that are locally published or that is all about our locals. So okay, next slide po tayo. Next sections are the serials section. So why we call it serials is because it is a published into a series. So for example, we have here the periodicals. So in the most common example of the periodicals is almanacs. So we have almanacs because almanacs is published yearly. So it is keep on updating annually. And another example is Guinness Book of World Records. So each year we have the Guinness publish a book of world record. So as you can see, Guinness Book of World Record 2020, 2021, 2022. So that's uh, why it is in the serial because it is published as series. And then another example is the newspaper. So it is very common that we see newspaper every day, of course, because newspaper is published daily. So it is published every day. So it is a never-ending publication. So another example is magazine because magazine are published, for example, once a week or once a month. So that's how it works. So those publication that are in series is in serial sections. That's why we call it serials. So, okay. So next slide po tayo is we also have, of course, each library have internet and gadgets. So all library have internet access. So you can ask me whether you can use the internet access of the library, and I will ask you what's the purpose of your uh, request, why you need to access the internet. So of course it is limited only for browsing that helps you on your research studies, that is only related in the school or in academics. And then for the grade school and high school library, we have 13 units computer in total. So and then for the senior high school, we have 20 units of Mac PC in total. So these are all fully functional. So I think I wish that we can use it right now, but unfortunately we are not fully into face to face yet. So uh, these are the things that you can look forward upon using the library. And then the next one is we have the non-print materials. So what are the non-print materials in the library? We have the CDs and DVDs. So medyo outdated na, but some CDs and DVDs contains information that is not available in the internet. So you may check that because some of these videos or some of this contains a very limited information or very rare information only. So it sometimes it is hard to find in the internet, or uh, much better na it is not cannot be found in the internet. So there are some of this that still cannot be found in the internet. So you can check always naman what are the available CDs and DVDs that we have here in the library. And then we also have charts and maps. So yan, whether you are looking for example, dito is we have the digestive system, so we can offer that to you. Just ask me what are the things that you need, what are the charts or maps that you need, and I will check, whether it is available in the library or not. I'm always available naman in the library at the information desk. So whether you go here, when you go here, you can always see me here. And then next one is syempre yung pinaka-favorite nating lahat is the board game. So even me, I am still having fun with this board game. So of course, you can still have fun with these board games while learning, of course. And then next is let's go now for our library services. So the library services have or we conduct, of course, just like this, a library orientation. But for now, we are in the 3 years or 4 year uh, run na for library orientation, no? But in online setup. So because of the pandemic, but I'm glad that we all adapted to this setup, and now I'm much more uh, happy because we are uh, now at least unti-unti nang bumabalik tayo in the normal setup. So, ayun, we have also the next library service is the borrowing and returning. So, all right, this is the most crucial part of this orientation. So, take note of this, or have at least a screenshot or take a picture of our borrowing rules here in the library. So, for one, here in the circulation services, we have first the borrowing rules. So, take note of this. For example, so for the hybrid, students are entitled to borrow a maximum of 2 books for a week. So uh, that's your privilege in borrowing books for the hybrid student. You are entitled to borrow a maximum of 2 books for a week, and is limited for one fiction only and one non-fiction. So, hindi pwedeng dalawang non-fiction yung hiramin mo. So, it is limited only for one fiction and non-fiction only for a week or 7 days. But as you can see here, we have here the red text that it says that Saturdays and Sunday are excluded, meaning to say that once we count the number of days that you borrowed your books, we will exclude the Saturdays and Sundays in the counting. So, for example, you borrowed 2 books today, Friday. So, counting will be, since you borrowed Friday, we will not include the Saturdays and Sunday in interval. So we will start counting Monday, since you borrowed it today, Friday. We will not include the day today, but we will include the day tomorrow. So we will start at Monday, since Saturdays and Sundays are excluded. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we will not again include the Saturdays and Sunday. So we will now proceed again to Monday and then Tuesday. So once you borrowed book today, Friday, so the due date of your borrowed materials are is on next week Tuesday. So it's technically uh, 11 days, since nadaanan niya yung dalawang Saturdays and Sundays. So it's equivalent to 4 days. And take note that it is renewable for 5 days. So another 5 days once that you are on due date na on Tuesday, so you can just email me or contact me that, for example, you cannot go to school, so you can renew it for another 5 days. Just let me know. It's a matter of communication. Or you can go here in the library without presenting the books. Kahit hindi nyo dala yung books, is you can renew the books that you borrowed. So another 5 days. For example, you maximize uh, your 7 days that you borrowed the book. So your due date will be on Tuesday, right? So another counting for renewal is another 5 days. So we will start again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we will not include Saturdays and Sundays. So we will proceed now to Monday and then Tuesday. So that's technically 7 days because we will not include Saturdays and Sundays in the counting. So I hope that is clear for the online setup, and then for the hybrid setup, no. I hope that is clear for the hybrid setup. And then for the online naman, so take note of this again for the online students, high school and senior high school. Students are entitled to borrow a maximum of 5 books for 2 weeks, but it is limited to two fictions, so 14 days, and then three non-fictions, 14 days. So wait lang po, excuse me. So, all right. So, 5 books for 2 weeks. So it is limited for two fictions, and then three non-fictions. So that is 14 days. And as you can see here, Saturdays and Sunday are not excluded. So meaning to say, we will include in the counting the Saturdays and Sundays. So that's exactly 14 days. So fixed lang. So walang nabago sa counting, basta 2 weeks is 2 weeks and that is not renewable. So why is that, sir? That parang mas maraming pwedeng mahiram yung online compared to hybrid. Uh, because online cannot, or they are inconvenient to go to school. That's why they chose online. So we want them to maximize uh, their borrowing, since their only way when it comes to borrowing books is to book a courier, for example, because they chose online nga because they cannot go to school or they are far away from school. So that's the only way they can borrow books. So sayang naman yung service fee through the couriers kung two lang yung mahihiram nila. So at least we maximize that, at least 5 books for 2 weeks, compared to hybrid that you are privileged not to go to school, you are in your convenience not to go to school. So you can always go here in the library and have uh, time to go here to at least renew your book or you return your book. So that's the the story or the reason behind that. So I hope you understand this borrowing rules that we have in an online and hybrid setup. So just screenshot this, and I think this is very ano naman, no, self-explanatory once you read this. And of course, upon borrowing, syempre you can confirm it to me whether have you have questions, no, or you are still confused with our borrowing rules. So I can explain it to you again when you are uh, borrowing in an actual na. Alright. So next slide tayo is yun namang returning. So returning is the same with online and hybrid naman. Hybrid and online, return the book on or before its due date. Because a fine of 5 pesos per book per exceeding day will be uh, will inserted in your library account. So take note of this, no? So and then on the counting of penalty naman, Saturdays and Sundays are excluded. So we will not include Saturdays and Sunday because though yun yung araw or those are the days that the library is not open or we are closed. So you cannot return it. So we will not include it also. So a fine of 5 pesos per book per exceeding day. So let me give you an example. For example, you borrowed 2 books today and then you forgot to renew it or at least return it on time. So the exceeding day, for example, your due date is on Tuesday, next week Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. So you are now in penalty of uh, 10 pesos because it says here that 5 pesos per book. So if ever you are online naman, so for example, you borrowed 3 books, so that's 30 pesos per day. So why we are doing this? This is not to discourage you to borrow books or to use the books, but this is to control the dissemination of the information. This is to balance the borrowing or the circulation of the materials of the library because some of the materials or some of the books are very limited numbers only, and the most of you sometimes is looking for that same material at the same time. So that's why we set limit to it, and of course all the library naman have this kind of rules sa library, no, just to control, no, the circulation of the library, no, to balance the dissemination of the information, no, so para fair for everyone na hindi naman pwedeng the whole year hawak mo lang yung libro, no. Syempre there's a limit to it because some might also use it. Oh, all right, and then for the loss and damage book naman, so loss and damage books must be reported as soon as possible to avoid fines. So you must report it immediately to me once hindi nyo na mahanap or it is totally damaged na, no. So para naman hindi namin ma-count yung mga exceeding days nyo. For example, akala lang namin isiniram nyo tapos ayaw nyo pang ibalik. So hindi naman namin alam na lost na pala siya or damaged. So just let us know kung nawawala na talaga, kung lost na talaga, or damaged na yung book. Just let us know immediately for us to guide you what are the actions that we can do. So an exact replacement for the lost book is preferred. So ayun nga, no, for example nawala na pala yung libro, so and then hindi namin alam, ang magre-register nun sa amin or sa system is that you are just having the exceeding days. So your penalty is going larger and larger or bigger and bigger. So that might cost you a lot, right? So that's why it's a matter of communication. It's a matter of how soon you will report it to us, no, to avoid nga yung fines and other yun nga yung others ano pa isipin no. So I hope na malinaw po yung ating circulation services. So, next po tayo is we have the reference services. So, librarian is online. I'm always online. So, you can always email me at library@spcmakati.edu.ph. So, sometimes I also answered at Saturdays and Sundays, no? If sinipag ako mag-check ng emails, ganon. So, at least, no, it's a one way of good at least it's a one way of good service, no. And then for phone calls naman, of course, because it is local, so pag nasa library lang ako saka ko yan masasagot, meaning to say it is based on the library schedule, so Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, next po tayo is this is a one way of communicating, or it's a one way of communication with the library. So with the help of Facebook. So we have also the library FB page. So I will give you at least 5 minutes no, for you to at least visit this now, no, and then at least leave a like or follow this page, because all the posting here is also related to our academics. So just like those word of the day that you are receiving, those national today or the current awareness that I uh, I I daily distributed to through email. So ayun, no, those are the things that you can see also here in the library FB page. So I will give you at least 5 minutes to at least visit this library FB page, because yung mga nagla-like nito is mostly my FB friends pa rin, no? So what's the use of this kung hindi kayo yung makakakita as student natin as Pulinyan, no? So at least, no, give this a like and follow this Facebook page, because it's for you na rin, no, to keep you updated sa library, kung ano ba yung nangyayari sa library, kung ano yung mga update worldwide. So we do that here in the library, especially on our social media platform. So we will continue at exactly 10:25. I will just give you 5 minutes nga, no, to at least visit the page or browse it. Just freely navigate the our library Facebook page, no, and give it a thumbs up for you to be updated in our library. So we will continue at exactly 10:25. So, ayun, no? So, at least I see some changes at the numbers. So, keep it going lang, no? So, us na rin, the library community, and support us also. At least, it will give us motivation also to do better in terms of library services that we are offering to you. So it's a one way of at least supporting us or motivating us to be become better, become to keep on going sa mga ginagawa namin on what we are doing, no. So thank you so much for those na nag-like, no? So, ayan, tingnan pa natin. So, ayan, naging 178 naman. So, thank you so much. At least, kung hindi available as of now, yung gadgets nyo, at least, some other time that is available, you can check always the Facebook page of our school library. And then, so, let's now proceed with the next slide. So these are the list of the library online services. So that's why nga I promoted the library FB page is because we have this kind of library online services. For example, the current awareness services that have a library that which can offer library hill bulletin. So we included that every first and third Wednesday of the month. And then, for example, the latest library materials acquisition online posting. So we are also doing that for you to at least be updated on what are the new acquisition in the library, what are the things that you might look forward once you go to the library. And then we have also the book recommendation. So I will try to start this one by October. So I will do this once a month per grade level. So this is, I think, is a one way again of helping you uh, to give some interest on what to read. And then next one is the daily COVID-19 update. So naglaylo na tayo masyado dito, but last year we become active with this since we post it every weekday. So Monday to Friday nagpo-post tayo niyan before. So, excuse me. And then, of course, yung word of the day natin, nakikita nyo naman na ngayon through emails. And then, yung pag-visit nyo through our Facebook page. So, we have the word of the day. So, that's every weekdays. So, Monday to Friday. And then, National Today, which is the other things that you are receiving daily since Tuesday this week. So, this is a local and or international na events or what are happening worldwide. It's every day, every weekday, so every Monday to Friday. So the next library online services that we have are the virtual services. So we have here the document delivery services or DDS in short. So it's document delivery services, no? And then we have also here the virtual storytelling. So I will present some example later on this orientation. So this is just the list, you know. So that's why we are going fast with this. So, and then we have the research services and the online databases, which is the EBSCOhost and Scholastic. And I think for the high school, we will be having an additional virtual library, which we will going to call Odilo. So look forward on that because it is very engaging and a powerful virtual library that we will be having. So next is these are the example no nung mga nabanggit ko kanina. For example is the Hill Bulletin. So it is every first and third Wednesday of the month. So twice a month technically. So for example, yung Hill Bulletin natin before is how to cite sources properly in APA style 7th edition. So this is very important. Uh, Mostly, or this is very important, especially for the senior high school and of course for the high school na rin to how to cite sources properly since you are doing your researches na, and then it's always good no, to give credits to the owner, syempre. And then the last this week that we posted the Access Ebscohost. So that's a one way of for you to maximize the library. So that's one way for you to be guided on what are the things that we can do here in the library. So how to access EBSCOhost, no? So, andun na yung ano natin, yung EBSCOhost account. So, nandun na rin yung may check always. Ano, or go back there always once you forgot yung account natin for the EBSCOhost. And then you can just read it or give it some time for you to read, no? Uh, for you to be familiarized on what EBSCOhost can offer. But as I've said earlier, we will be having another orientation for OPAC and EBSCOhost. So I think that's next month. So next is we have another example is your documentation. So and also through his bulletin. So we recommend books that this is fiction edition. Uh, and then we have primary level and secondary level. So next po is yung daily COVID-19 update. So, ayan po yung tsura niya before natin yung post pa natin yan. And then next is the word of the day. So, since I have created this, so ganito pa rin tsura niya up until now. But it keeps on updating naman, no? Sa mga words na binibigay natin araw-araw. So, it is based on Merriam-Webster. And then next one is the national today. So, for example, October is Museum and Galleries Month. So that's next month. So that's on October. So Museums and Galleries Month. And then this week we had our International Day of Peace. And then yesterday we posted World Clean and Green Week. So ayun. And then the next is the document delivery services or the DDS. So ano ba to? Ano yung function nito, no? So let me explain this. This is a document supply service, refers to the physical or electronic delivery of a document from a library collection to residence or place of a business of a library user upon request. So for example, the information or the article that you need is not available on on the internet, but is available here in the library in the physical form, so we can deliver it to you, whether you want it on a soft copy or whether you want it scanned document. So we will what do you call this, we will arrange uh, for us to deliver it to you. So that's the document delivery services. So you can always use this service, no, once you cannot find your information need online. So you can always ask the librarian, me, or the library through email or through phone calls if this information is available here in the library, so that we can deliver it to you. Okay, the next one is the virtual storytelling. So, ako rin po yan. I've done Just a Mess by Mercer Mayer before. So, this is for the grade school, no? They had their storytelling, virtual storytelling, and then afterwards, they had their activities. So, next slide is, ito po yung tsura nung output nila for student online activities that they have. So, ang nangyari naman po for you, the high school, is the EBSCO host orientation, no, and then afterwards we had our activity that we had a contest like na you gagawa kayo ng infographics about the articles that you read on the EBSCO host. That is from EBSCO host, no. So this is the example of our online activities. And then next po is ito na nga po yung EBSCOhost with a quality database and search features. EBSCOhost helps students and researchers of all kinds find the information they need fast. So even me, sobrang laking tulong pa rin ito, EBSCO, since I am going, I'm currently na nagma-master, no. So ang laking tulong na EBSCOs through my researches, no. And then of course, siyempre sa'yo, sa inyong students is sobrang laki rin ng matutulong ng EBSCOhost. You just need to familiarize or to totally know how to navigate the EBSCOhost for us or for you to maximize the capacity or the service that the EBSCOhost can offer. So we will be having again separate orientation for the EBSCOs, and I don't I'm not sure kung mahahabol natin yung ODILO with that database orientation since next month na yon. So the database orientation will include OPAC, how to use OPAC, and then the EBSCO. So that in that orientation, you will be fully equipped na with the information that you need to maximize the service that the OPAC and the EBSCOs can offer in the library. Uh, I'm not sure, but I think that will be divided into three sessions. I think three schedules. So the first schedule I think is grade 7, grade 8, and then the next is grade 9 and grade 10, and then grade 11 and 12. So you will be divided into three. And then the last slide I think is the scholastic, no. So sir, next slide po tayo. For our last is the scholastic. So this one naman, this database is dedicated for grade school. So Scholastic is the world's largest publisher and distributor of children's books. So as you can see here in my background, no, andito yung ating mga Scholastic in a physical form. So ayan, sobrang dami natin here in the reader's corner of the library. So this database or this system or tool is connecting educators and family through accessibility, engagement, and expertise. So and then I think that's all for our library orientation. So Caritas Christi or Jetnos. I hope you have learned a lot from this orientation. I hope na familiarize kayo on what the library can offer, no. So for further questions, no, you can always ask me or contact me through email. And then for this orientation evaluation uh, that will serve as your attendance, I will distribute it through your advisor, and then you'll just need, I think, 4 to 5 minutes to answer that evaluation form. So please cooperate or with that, and that's all for us today for the library. I hope you enjoy our session, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much, and again, Caritas Christi or Jetnas. Sir?